Yeah, good evening. My name is Dele Ayimbo from 3 Invest Trade Academy. We're starting another edition of Starting a Managing Export Business, and today we are looking at part 85. Part 85. We've been discussing the challenges of export business, the problem, and providing solutions. And as we provide solutions, we are also trying to do on one hand solution, but on the other hand, we are trying to also talk about principles that individual can begin to look at that should make it easier for them to be able to reduce the risk or the challenge they face in trying to go about the export business. The risk or the challenge they face in trying to go about the export business. We also talk about the principles that we think should be of importance. On the side of the principle, we've spoken about the law of gestation, we've spoken about the law of mental labor, we've spoken about the law of promotion, we've spoken about the law of vision. Yesterday, we spoke about the law of gift deployment. So I'm having a distraction here. The law of gift deployment. And I was interrupted abruptly yesterday because of the issues of network. And so I will take the gift deployment today, and I will also talk about credibility. That's the law of credibility. But on the problem side, we've discussed product, we've discussed paperwork, we've discussed payment, we've discussed people. Now we are discussing port. No, we've discussed port. We are discussing packaging. Packaging. Number 1, product. Number 2, paperwork. Number 3, payment. Number 4, people. Number 5, port. Number 6, packaging. We're talking about problems. Different problem or different dimension of problem that individual faced whenever they are going in through export and how to fix them. So I'm looking at packaging this evening. Now, packaging is so critical and so important. I learned that practically, even though I've known it theoretically, but I learned that practically in 2015 or 16? I think it was 16. I was working, I met a lady. No, in 2016, we did a seminar. This lady came for the seminar. And her product was not very nice. But I made some recommendation at that training, and he made up her mind to make amendment. And she did some of the recommendation. I met her at a conference the same year, November or late October. I think late November. I met her, and she had made the amendment and showed me pictures. I was shocked. I'm impressed at the same time. Based on the picture she showed me, I sent it to the UK. I already got about 3-4 people showed interest in the product. I met her at that program on Wednesday. By Sunday, I already have samples. I went to the UK. I came back on Wednesday, and I got 3 distributors. By the time I sent sample, I already knew we are in for a big deal. What am I trying to say? This lady came for a seminar early in the year. That was in January, February. saw, got to learn about how vital and important packaging is, decided to go and invest heavily in packaging, repackaging a product, and then we see the result at the end of the day. What am I trying to say in essence? Some people also have heard the same thing, but they didn't do the same. And that's a challenge, a big challenge at that. A very big challenge at that. It's extremely important. Extremely important. For you to know that people will see the packaging of your product before they see the content. They will see the packaging. And you know what? First impression matters a lot. And when you appear, you cannot reappear. You have already created an impression immediately. And that impression is very important and very crucial. First impression matters a lot. First impression matters a lot. But you know what? For a lot of people, they don't see packaging as an investment. You know, as a business person, try to separate investment from cost or from regular expenses. When you don't see packaging as an investment in the sense that investment in promotion of your product. If you don't see it as an investment, you won't approach it as an investment, and that will be a problem. Because if you don't approach it as an investment, the implication of that is that you will see it as a cost that should be avoided, but not as an investment with a return. Reduce the risk. As long as you see it as a cost to be avoided, not as an investment in which you expect return, that poses a challenge. That poses a challenge. And that poses a very, very big challenge. That will make you not to take it seriously as something that you must do. Why? An avoidable cost. Why should I incur unnecessary cost? You know why you're thinking about that? You are not seeing the packaging of your product as investment. Now, no doubt in Nigeria, packaging is a big deal, it's a big problem. Why is it a problem? Number one, it is expensive. So an average SME find it difficult to do. It is expensive. So if you still want to do it and you don't want to spend money, you get a low quality. But if you want to do it very well, it's not SME friendly. That's why I said see it as an investment. The beauty of the packaging material is that you're not going to use them at once. So you see it as an investment that you're going to be using to sell your product. It's a selling tool. You know, that mind shift, you'll be surprised, will make a lot of difference in your business. That mind shift. The mind shift that this is a selling tool. It's not a wasted effort. It's a selling tool. If you see it as a wasted effort, you will not be able to. If you don't see it as an investment, you won't be able to do it the way it should be done. Because you are seeing it as an additional cost for your business. But if you know how important, like this lady, there are other pap in the market, but we were even selling at a higher price because our quality was better, but more importantly, the packaging. Let me show you so you can understand what I'm talking about. I've shown it several times, so if you are joining this program for the first time, you probably have seen it for the first time. I take it in the house, so can you see the one I'm taking? I take it in the house. That's for yellow pap. This is white pap. The lady also have red pap. Red pap. Red pap. This packaging alone Sincerely, when people saw it, the picture, they don't need, it was just too nice. The ladies, they spent time, effort to put the design together. So very attractive. Very attractive. Very, very attractive. What am I trying to say in essence? Packaging is a challenge, no doubt about it. But there are ways around it. You can partner to raise money. In fact, you know what I'm doing right now? If anybody comes to me that want to export, of course I don't encourage commodity, so I do finished product. So when I recommend finished product for them, this is what I tell them. Do finished product, number one. Own your brand. Register with NAFDAC, number two. You don't need to set up a factory. Partner with a producer of a product you intend to produce in the future. So at the end of the day, as a processor, your product will be sold in different brands. You are just a contract manufacturer. While you have your brands selling, or you raise money from this kind of arrangement. But the idea is that for me to own my brand, I don't need to produce the product. And that is very important. I can test the market. I can prove the concept without incurring all the cost of setting up a factory. Without incurring the cost of setting up a factory. That's very important. If you are thinking about to do this, I already have model. And I have clients already that have gone through it. So you can always contact us for it. Because we are aggressively promoting value-added product. But one of the things we're also encouraging people is that let's collaborate. Why should you be the one in charge of everything? You know, one of the challenges we've had in recent time now is that a business will literally have to do everything by itself. That is not efficient. If you have to do everything by yourself, that is not efficient. Some part of the value chain should be given out so that you can reduce the stress. You focus on what is more important to you. So recently I was proposing on the TV interview that look, we don't need too many processing companies in Nigeria. We need few. We don't need too many packaging companies in Nigeria. We need few. Then empower the SMEs, small businesses, individuals, for them to go and buy raw material, give the raw material to the factory process for them, give it to the packaging company package for them. For every product produced, they charge them. So that means I will avoid the cost of setting up a processing plant, avoid the cost of having a packaging, paying for packaging. Because if I'm doing packaging, locally they will say I should do about 50,000. Abroad, sometimes you do about 20,000. But this one now, if the raw material I have can only produce 1,000 pieces, I will pay the processor cost of 1,000 pieces, and I will pay the packaging cost of 1,000 pieces. So if my good eventually, my raw material cost me, for example, let's say the raw material that I will use to produce 1,000 pieces cost me, let's say, 1 million naira. The raw material to produce 1,000 pieces cost me 1 million naira. That means each product is costing 1,000. But when they process for me, they process each one at the rate of 500 naira. That means each one is now 1,500. That's about 1.5 million. Then the packaging company package at 100 naira per one. That's 1,600 naira. Now, with this, I already know my cost. Maybe I want to sell now 2,000 naira to cover marketing costs and profit. So, with 1.6 million naira, I have started. I don't need a factory. I don't need a packaging. So, if I'm going to get packaging ordinarily, I might need about 2 million to just get 100,000 packaging just to keep it. And then that's an inventory seated, money wasting. But that money can now be split among 2 or 3 SMEs. They buy raw material, take it to the factory, process into finished product, take it to packaging. So at the end of the day, it becomes easier to be able to, before you know, with the proliferation of businesses everywhere, people will have to worry more about, they don't worry about processing and packaging. They worry more about marketing and sales. Marketing and sales. And you need to know the implication of that. If the only thing you have to worry about is just the marketing and sales, if that's the only thing you have to worry about, it's a good thing to worry about, because other things have been taken care of. It's just like importers. That's why people do import. Import, the good arrive ready to be consumed. Market is there just for me to do the marketing and sales. Because market, if I'm now get a shop in a market where the people come to buy regularly, I don't have to worry again, because people come every day to come and buy the product. What am I saying in essence? I'm saying that packaging is a big challenge for SMEs in Nigeria, but I'm also saying that this challenge of packaging can be fixed, can be resolved. Challenge of packaging can be fixed, can be resolved. And that what the government needs to do is to assist the SME. And I'm saying we don't need many packaging companies. We need few processing and packaging companies, but are big and giant enough to produce from SMEs. We can do this for plantain chips, which is very common today, for chin-chin, for potato chips, for yam chips, for different chips, snack. So people will now brand this in their own way, but the same processor. What will now make it different is the way it's packaged and the raw material used. I'm looking forward to when we'll be able to implement this in Nigeria, because if we are going to create jobs for the teeming youth, we can easily empower them. If they have these assets, they won't need to worry to go and sell. They will look for the buyer, because it's now their product. They make the profit, go back and buy raw material, and the raw material now. So that's why we need a middleman or a merchant who can buy a lot of raw material and keep, so that these people can have access to year round. So we can think through on strategies and plans to be able to ensure that at the end of the day, this thing can be well implemented in Nigeria, and we can reduce significantly the issue of job losses, the issue of unemployment. We have a lot of agri-commodities that can be processed already. So empower them. Each of them sell it in their state. Supply supermarkets. Some even will hawk on the street. Supply different shops. This can happen for different products. All we need is to look for product that people consume, that there's a ready market already, that if this brand begin to spring up from these people, and these people also will easily find it to have NAFDAC, because the factory is already NAFDAC certified. So we have, and this is agri-based. So at the end of the day, we don't have to, because worrying about packaging is something that any business people don't want to worry about. Working about packaging is a big deal. It's a big deal and big challenge for a lot of businesses. Why? The initial heavy cost. The initial heavy cost. That initial heavy cost can be avoided if the government can just set up this to help small businesses in Nigeria. Now, having looked at the issue of packaging and how to fix it, I will now go to the principles. Remember, this aspect of fixing the challenges, the problem, we have divided into 2 phases. Principle on one hand, we list the problem, provide solution, and then look at principle. Why is principle important? The whole essence of the principle is because with principle, it becomes a lot easier to anticipate and fix this problem. Experience is peculiar, principles are universal. So these principles are primarily, I'm talking about them with respect to export business, but sincerely they can be applied to just any other business you want to do. The law of gift deployment says that to become significant in life, you must discover, develop, and deploy your gift. I am of the opinion that if you are going to go into export business, look for an export product or service that is in line with your gifting. Look for an export product or service that is in line with your gifting. Look for an export product or exportable product or service that is in line with your gifting. Why is this so important? You cannot, if for you to receive a location on life, you must locate your own location. You must find out what are the natural inclination you have and how can you harness this. The whole essence why I'm always particular about your inclination, passion, and talent is because every business you go through the learning curve, there will be challenges. But you know what I discover? What will keep you in terms of challenges? What will keep you in times of challenges is the passion for the business, the love you have for the business, the interest you have for the business. Sincerely, this is what will keep you. This is what will keep the business moving, even in the midst of challenges. The question I'm asking you is this: how much do you love what you do? I was talking about yesterday, people do things because of comfort and convenience, money, what to earn, what to eat and drink. And I said that's the lowest expression for mankind, lowest level of living. But there are bigger, higher, greater level of living. As long as you take a decision in life and your decision is only about your economics, that's a bad decision. Because man shall not live by bread alone. You should be thinking more of prosperity, thinking more of the larger populace rather than personal. Some just think of their personal, their family, at the expense of other important things. The law of gift deployment. So look at exporting items, business, services, product that is in area of your natural inclination, natural gifting. And we can assist in export market entry as we have proposed in a lot of the videos we have done in the past. You know what? If you operate outside the area of your natural inclination and gift, you will make money. But I'd like you to define success as what you have achieved compared to what you will have achieved. You will do much and much more. The law of gift deployment. The law of gift deployment. Your gold is in your gift. Your treasure is in your talent. And your potential, your profit is in your potential. Your gold is in your gift. Your profit is in your potential. Your treasure is in your talent. Please don't joke with any natural inclination you have. What keeps you going when there are issues, there are challenges? What keeps you going? It's the passion you have for what you do. If you don't love what you do, I'm sorry. It's a matter of time you will drop the business. If you don't love what you do. You must 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 love what you do. If you're exporting a product, let it be a product you love. As long as it's a variant with what you are passionate about, whenever there's a challenge, you run away. You drop it and just disappear. Why? You're not passionate about it. The law of give deployment. If that thing you are doing is going to last, if it's going to be enduring, you've got to give it your best shot. You've got to give it your best shot. You've got to give it your best shot. The law of give deployment. The law of give deployment. The second one I want to talk about before we close today is the law of credibility. The law of credibility. The law of credibility. Credibility is consistency of result. Credibility is consistency of result. The law of credibility. What does that law say? A product or service that consistently deliver good result will enjoy cheap publicity from its customer. How much value are you delivering? If you deliver value excellently, you won't need to publicize. The consumers of the product will publicize it for the world to hear what they are enjoying from your product. So developing capacity for credibility is extremely important for any business. Credibility is money, and it means consistency of result. Credibility is different from character because character is consistency of conduct. But both of them, very critical. If your product consistently deliver, then there won't be much to worry about. All right. Thank you very much for listening to me again today. This Import-Export platform, Facebook Live from 3Thinkpest Academy. My name is Dele Ayemibo. Remember, this video is on our YouTube channel, 3Thinkpest TV. Kindly visit the video. Kindly visit the video. Share the video. Comment. Click on the bell notification, subscribe also, and tell your friends about it. See you tomorrow morning as we continue the challenge of export business, how to fix it, and that will be by 8 a.m. Bye for now.